Guy Ritchie reveals the beloved British actor that he says launched Jason Statham and his careers. Guy Ritchie and Jason Statham have built one of the most enduring creative partnerships in modern British cinema, but according to Ritchie, there's one person they both owe everything to: Vinnie Jones. The Gentleman creator opened up recently about the early days of their friendship, recalling how Jones helped them get started when none of them had much money or status to their name. "They are like brothers to me," Ritchie said, looking back on Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, the 1998 breakout that launched all their careers. "Vinnie was forever paying for taxis when Statham and I had no money." As it turns out, Jones has his own version of the story, and it's even better. In a Netflix Q&A for The Gentleman, Jones explained how one small act of generosity 3 decades ago changed all of their lives. "I've known Guy for 30 years, dating back to when we did Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels together. I first met him and Matthew Vaughn to talk about the film at a posh golf club, and I ended up paying for the coffee because they didn't have enough money. Afterwards, he used to stay with me in America, and so did Matthew and Jason Statham. We were like a band of brothers, and we still are now. So going to work on The Gentleman is like being on set with one of your best mates." Vinnie Jones has worked with Guy Ritchie for 25 years. Jones, now starring in The Gentleman as laconic gamekeeper Jeff Seacombe, credits that moment as the true starting point of their careers. "We've come a long way since Lock, Stock," he said. "Even driving to set, and I still do drive myself, I would think about the fact that if it hadn't been for that cup of coffee 30 years ago, and if it hadn't been for Lock, Stock, then The Gentleman wouldn't be happening. Everything would have been different." Ritchie's connection with both men has lasted through decades of filmmaking. With Statham, he's created modern action movies like Snatch, Revolver, Wrath of Man and Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. Now, as Ritchie films The Gentleman Season 2 and prepares his next movie, Viva la Madness, with Statham, that old chemistry remains the bedrock of his creative empire. Maybe they'll find a place in the cast for Vinnie Jones too, for old time's sake.